traders, Bubbling here. It's time for the lunchtime market update for Tuesday, October the 26th, 2021. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's try to see where we are at the market here today. So SPX, guys, I got this buy up here. SPX is really pushing through that bullish engulfing candle right there. Up 13 points right here. We're getting a little bit of a pullback right now off pretty close to the upper Bollinger Band here on the weekly chart. Upper shadow off of the 4,600 strike level. So getting pretty interesting there. And is it possible that we're actually starting a wave 4 pullback after this really epic wave 3 up? Again, it just keeps on gapping and going. So this could be the wave A move here that we're seeing on this down move right now, and then we'll see how that goes there going into the rest of the day. All right, so let's take a look at SPY and see how that's behaving here today. So SPY again, similar, right? So we're positive gamma territory here, kind of low volume. We'll see how this pullback goes. Like we said, guys, I wouldn't be surprised here. We were very steep here this morning in this up move, so we were kind of expecting some moves down. If we do really drop right here, this level might actually come into play. What I would do is look for on this one here. It's tough to chase it's tough to chase this. See if we're going to retrace right here. If it's reasonable, right, we might going to move down into the end of the day. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on there. S&P futures, right? The big thing here was the gap up here today. Again, we were looking for maybe a fade early this morning, but we bounced out of this triangle mode right here. So let's see. It looks like it might be going for the gap fill, but we'll see which way it decides to go here into the rest of the afternoon. So pretty wild stuff, right? That the market's actually finally pulling back a little bit. Some folks are taking profit, So some amazing stuff there. Again, MES, we drew the rising wedge here this morning, some wild action, and then starting to finally pull back there a little bit. Again, things were looking feeling a little bit toppy, right? But we'll see. Maybe they'll do a V reversal. We'll get a huge check mark reversal up to 4,700 here this afternoon. So we'll see how that goes. The Qs, guys, again, same thing right here. Drop out of its falling wedge here this morning. Let's see how it holds, what kind of retrace we get on this one. My sense is, though, that it would be shortable. IWM, we lost the geometrical line right here. It was actually relatively weak this morning. Gave a decent little dip by there and then back down again. XLF kind of ground its way up here, a little bit of a drop here too into this afternoon. It's pretty interesting stuff there. Big spike on the VIX, back over 15.5, so we'll see if that can hold here going into the afternoon. Again, Facebook losing those recent lows is going to be interesting. We'll take a look at those here in a little bit. Apple, a quick burst out of the signal zones here this morning, kind of back into the range. Tesla, so again, the 1100 calls were hot today, and then back down here, it looks like almost bear flagging here below the prior all-time highs. I'm not saying it's time to short Tesla, but that did give a nice down move right there too. If you're going to do it in style. Facebook, guys, is a really important breakdown right here. This is one I just want to point out. This harmonic is now invalidated. So again, I thought we were going to get a nice gap up here today and kind of be strong. And if we were, then great. This thing was looking great. But we just invalidated this harmonic right here, invalidated the L8 wave count. And so what this does now is this makes this look like an A, B, C type wave to the downside, and not looking too good there for Facebook, and looking a little bit sketchy there for some of the other names that have earnings coming up this week. It's like, So we got that going on. A couple chart requests out there, guys. We got Bitcoin on the radar. Again, could be working on a little bit of a bull flag. We pointed this out this morning here. This flag here, a breakout. It actually looks like a right shoulder here for an inverse head and shoulders for potential breakout over this geometrical line if we break out of this bull flag and get going. So that's definitely one to keep an eye on here too. Coin on the radar. Again, had an upgrade here this morning, but kind of fading that back in yesterday's range, but had a really nice move this week. The DWAC, now that it's got options going on here, taking the inside day down. Guys, we looked at put spreads on this one just to fill the gap, and even those were just ridiculous. Barely 1-to-1 risk reward, just kind of silly right now with the IV as high as it is. So keep an eye on it. CRWD is one we pointed out in the group today. Nice breakout here intraday for a good move up on the 300 call spreads on those. So looking pretty good. Chewy. Again, this is a nice name right here, guys. We liked it on this breakout candle right here with increased volume last Monday on the fresh gamma OPEX. After OPEX, right? Fresh options coming in right here. Gave kind of a nasty 4-day pullback right here, and then gave a little bit of follow through yesterday, and some nice candle yesterday over the 80 and some good follow through here today. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if this worked its way to the open gap up here to 50-day moving average. We have some members that have been profiting off of this one, so good job on that. Last one, Neo, gave us a nice pop here this morning out of the cloud, and then a bit of an upper shadow off of the 200-day moving average area. So we'll see how that goes going into tomorrow. But anyway, guys, good stuff. Really appreciate the requests out there. Again, expecting this market, well, it's hard to expect anything out of this market, but thinking that we might be starting this wave 4 finally. So again, look for kind of choppy-ish wave B-ish type action, then see if there's any more downside later this afternoon. See if it's ready to get going down just for a little bit before working on the next wave 5 up. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, guys, we'll cover more of it at the market wrap. Until then, stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first and stay safe so you stay in the game.